Hello everybody, yeah, welcome to my first Scotland cycling video blog. Well, I have done them before, but this is the first one since getting an HD camcorder. Like, to start with, I'll tell you where I am. Basically, years ago, before the beaching clearance, where I am, this would have been a train line. If you keep going that way, it took you to Clive, I think it is, and if you go that way, it takes you to Aberfoyle. It'll also eventually taking you to Callander going that way, so, as I say. Above me I've got the road bridge. This is now a cycle path, which again, if you go that way it takes you to Gartmore. If you keep on going it takes you to Jim, and if you keep on going even further it takes you to Loch Lomond. And if you go even further you eventually get to Glasgow, and if you go that way you get to Aberfoyle, and then again if you keep going you'll get to Callander. And also that way also takes you into the Highlands, which is where I'm going to head to. I must admit, I wasn't even planning on coming this far, but when I was out I thought, well, as I keep on going, it is raining admittedly, but it is Scotland. But then saying that, the last couple of weeks, till I got here, it has been really nice weather, so I plan to keep going that way and get to the Highlands. I haven't decided how I'm going to go yet, it all depends, well, what my legs are feeling like is also. Bikes I'm normally used to normally have clipless pedals, but this bike doesn't, so I'm always a bit panicking at my feet coming off the pedals, so again it takes a while to get used to. So I'll just show you the bike I'm using, which is that one, which is my dad's bike. The bike I've got up here unfortunately still needs to get fixed, we haven't got into doing it yet, so when I eventually do get that fixed, I'll get the pedals and that one changed, the same pedals I've got in England to make life a bit easier, but at least I've got a bike I can use, so I guess I can't complain. Also, since I last used that bike, the brakes weren't fixed. Because last time the brakes were not working at all. So anyway, I'm now going to point the camera recorder down and I'll show you on the map where I have come from and where I'm hoping to go to. Right then, so I started there, my home village of Clurn, and I've gone that way up to Balfron, which is where I went to high school. The most of the school I went to has been pulled down and they built a new one, and then I've gone that way to there, and then I've gone down there, and then I've gone that way, and then I have gone down that road, and I'm currently about there. That's where I believe I am. So then I'm going to keep on going that way. We've got a cycle path that way into Aberfoyle. And then I'm basically going to go up that way and off the top of the map, which I'll show you when I get to where I'm going to where I am. So I'll speak to you all in the next part of this exciting video blog. Hello, welcome to part 2 of this video blog. Yeah, it's still pissing it down, and as you can now tell, I am covered in mud. I'm a little bit wet. So I'm definitely glad I've got rain gear on, to say the least. So to show you where I am, I'll just spin the camera around. There we go. So down there you've got a forestry drive. So far I've only seen two people on it. So basically it goes it goes that way. And then it goes that way. And it keeps on going that way. I am cycling a long way around the forestry drive, mainly because if I go the correct way, it adds a long way onto the journey that I want to go. And this is where I am, so you can have a look, you can look it up on the map. And there's a lock there, and then I'll show you quickly on the worst map, which is I've got prepared down here. Now, if I am right, we are, say we loosely, I mean I am, there. And then my plan is basically to cycle onto that road there, which is called Duke's Pass, which I've done a bit of already. So I hope you can see where I'm going. And the plan is to keep going that way. Yeah. Yep, doing it again, that way. And then all the way around there. Yeah. There's a path, and typical, I didn't think I was going to come this far, so I didn't bring the map that covers where I'm going to, so that's just typical, because I thought I might go to Aberfoyle and then turn back again, but as it turns out, hopefully, I'm going to go that way, and I'm going to pick up, you go out in Loch Katrine, and then you go Inversnaid, I'm hoping to go to last time I never did, but I ran out of time, then you keep going down, eventually down to Lochan, and it basically take you back to Aberfoyle again. So I don't know how many miles it is. I've now irritated that I didn't take the other map, but it just means I'm going to have to do cycle again. As I said, I've been going on and about all the exciting views I'm going to get when I come up here, and well, standing behind a tree at the ring isn't the most exciting view. I've seen lots of nice things on the way up here, but I've been trying to get the camcorder, yeah, I sort of basically hid behind a big tree at the moment, so I keep it dry just to show the tree I'm hiding behind. I'm hiding behind that. So I'm going to get going now and hopefully can find another semi-dry place. The next place will be at Loch Katrine, which is a really nice loch. It's one of Glasgow's main reservoirs. It sort of feeds from there and then it feeds other Glasgow reservoirs, so it's really nice. So hopefully I'll speak to you there. So I'll speak to you all in the next part of this video blog. Bye! Hello, yeah, I've now made it to Loch Katrine. Now just take a look at that view. Not bad, is it? Now, believe it or not, I've only ever walked down this road. I don't think I've ever cycled down it. And as I said earlier on, what I'm going to do is cycle the whole way around it. Well, you can't go the whole way around it, but it sort of takes you into the end on another private road. This is hence I'm standing in the middle of it. Because I've come from that way, and then I'm going all the way that way, and it eventually takes you the whole way around it. So I'm going to get going now and I'll speak to you all further down hopefully, and hopefully it's still not, it stopped raining again. Speak to you in a bit. Bye. Hello! I found another place to stop, and this time the rain is actually stopped. Now just take a look at this for a view. Not bad, is it? Now, I've noticed normal on my website, which you all know the gist for, I'm going to stick locations of where I film these vlogs. Admittedly, some of them are going to be guesswork on my part, because as you can imagine, Google Street View can't come down that over its private, but then hopefully we're to work out it was sort of a big sort of in bit, whatever you call it, into the lake. So again, that's to make it easier. The only some easy work, it was at this little mini island in front of me. So as I said, I've now got to basically around the road. It'll take me all the way right around there and eventually I'll meet up onto the road I've been on before. I wasn't planning to do the cycle today, so I didn't bring all the maps with me that I really should have done, but this was one of my goals to do when I came up, so I'm glad I'm doing it today. So it'll be another one to mark off my list. So I'm going to get going again and I'll speak to you all in the next part of this exciting video blog. Bye for now. Hello, yeah, it's it's raining again, and trying to keep the camera, the lens dry isn't easy, so I apologise if you've seen spots of water in the lens. I have tried drying it, but the thing is, I'm that wet, I have nothing really to dry, so I'm going to show you where I have come from. There you go. You can see Loch Katrine really quite clearly, well, if you don't take into account all the rain. That's the road I've come up, which is come quite a hill. It's sort of from down from the loch. There's one boat in the whole loch. As I say, it's a reservoir, so therefore you're not allowed really boats in it. So now what I've got to do, I've got to continue up this road. I think I'm virtually now at the end of Loch Katrine, and I hope so, because I am soaking wet. I am actually starting to get a little bit cold. I genuinely got temperatures, then I keep saying I'm cold, but I keep seeing people in shorts and t-shirts, so I'm thinking if I'm cold then I've got a number of layers on. I genuinely what they feel like. So far I've done, just bear with me, I've done 26 miles, just over. So I reckon I've got around probably about 30 till I get home again. It gets dark at just after 9 o'clock and it's now 3:30, so I'll get home before it gets dark, thank God for that. I'm really enjoying myself even though I'm soaking wet. It's just, even days like today, you just remind yourself what a beautiful country Scotland actually is. And the weather, just, well, that adds to it. It's just a bit of a pain that this video vlog's gonna have a probably a watermark on it, but there it goes. Anyway, I'm going to get going and hopefully record another bit before I get home, and then that'll be the final push to get home before I get too cold. So I'll speak to you all in the next bit of this exciting video blog. I am pleased to say I have now virtually made it to the end of Loch Katrine. I've sort of been coming up this hill here. So hopefully, I'm hoping when I get to the top it'll go downhill, not any more uphills. So the road now is going to take me around the loch behind me, and then if you look over that way, if I zoom in a bit, see that road there? That's the road I'm going to cycle up, and the last time I came up, I managed to get to that road, but I came up where I'm going to be joining it onto. So I'm amazed so far how many miles I've done. So I get used to zoom in and out, bear with me, come on, zoom out. So you can see just how, this is quite a small loch as we said, but still, it's quite a motorcycle around. It's the same, it's not a clear day, because you've got a mountain up there, whereas I'm actually in the Highlands, believe it or not now. That'll be another mountain up there, and that'll be another one up there. The only one I've ever climbed in Hill Scotland is Ben Lomond, which I reckon is probably that one over there, but don't take my word for it, I only know for definite when I get home and have a look on the OS maps. So I'm really looking forward to uploading this route to my website. It's one of the best cycles I've done in a long time. Because when I'm in England it's just like, oh, field, oh, and that's just it. But here, what could be better than that? Lochs, mountains, lots of hills. My altitude graph is going to be fantastic when I get home. My feet are absolutely soaking wet and this little squelch. My gloves are soaking wet. I only got these, well, the first time I used them today. I sort of got them sent up to Scotland, the last ones I'd had it, so I'm glad I got these. So when I get home I'm going to have all the fun of general cycling gear off, and hopefully I'll get it again tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to go tomorrow because this is the most of the cycle I was going to do later on in the week. So we'll see where I end up tomorrow. So I'll speak to you all in the next exciting bit of this video vlog. Bye for now. I know I left you at the end of that video vlog saying I'd record a bit more, but I ended up getting far too wet and cold and just wanted to get home. But you'll be pleased to hear that I made it home. As you can probably tell, this is recorded the day after because the sun is out today. It was yesterday, as you can see in the video, it was absolutely pissing down. I don't think I've ever got so wet and cold doing a cycle for a long time, but it was an amazing cycle and I'm glad I did it. I just hope when I do it again at some point it'll be in the sunshine, so I'm not going, I'm getting cold, I'm getting wet. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video vlog, which it turns out it's going to be my longest video vlog so far at 12 minutes, so it's going to take a long time to upload it, so there goes. And I'll record another one hopefully in the next day or two. Speak to you all soon, bye.